Welcome back to the Power Eye Podcast. I'm your boy Jeremy. That's my boy Twan. I'm a Chicago Bears fan. This man a 49ers fan. Today
Hey,
we're gonna hit you. We're gonna hit you with a little bit of discussion and debate about Jimmy Ward and a little bit about Darnell Mooney. But go ahead and tell the people what you thinking about Jimmy, bro.
yeah, so basically, if y'all been following us, man, we out here, and it's one half of the Power Ride podcast, Twine. And I got a strong stance on Jimmy Ward being top three to top five this year, performing, putting on a show for y'all, and proving me right, man. We had a little interaction which we appreciate very much, which I named Derwin James. Um, Tyron Matthew, a few other guys, as better than Jimmy Ward, which I don't agree. Like I've already said that. I'm gonna go into a little share screen from
Okay.
see this from Touchdown Wire USA Today, written by Doug Farr. 13 best safeties according to last year. 13, Derwin James.
Okay.
Well, I
I
do
like
like
how you
Derwin
went
James.
straight to the article too, boy. That man was thinking on his toes.
Yeah, I just want to go to the list. This is somebody else's opinion. And it's not looking like it's loading right now for your boy. Don't know what's going on. But Derwin James is a nice player. Not better than Jimmy Ward, who basically is on this list at number 4 with a 56.8 passer rating against when the it's just loaded. When it's loaded when you're passing against it. Derwin James at 13. Micah Hyde, number 12. Minka Fitzpatrick, number 11. Tyron
Okay.
Matthew, number 10. Andre Diggs, number 9. Marcus Williams, number 8. Kevin Byers, 7. Y'all see it. Jimmy
Okay.
Ward's number 4 on this list. I don't want to go through everybody. Whitfield.
Okay.
But you know,
Now, what list?
I have nothing
What
else to
list is this
say.
again?
It's the top 13
What list?
safeties according to last year's stats.
Okay. Overall, right?
The NFL's top 13 safeties overall.
Okay. Now, the only pushback that I might have is I don't have any share screen because I don't have the ability to do that. Uh, I will here in the future. Trust me when I say that. But as of right now, that is one article. There is also another article that says something else. But I want to be clear here. There's a lot more that goes into being a safety or any football player than just the stats. I'm gonna quote my peoples that I mess with real heavy. The tape never lies. That's all I'm gonna say. You know what I'm saying? Like that's where I'm trying to get my point across. So watching the tape, we can see Jimmy is a hell of a player. Okay. Taking interceptions completely out of it, I'm not even gonna use interceptions as an example. What else does Jimmy do that makes him an exceptional football player? He does play a lot of number one receivers and a lot of number one tight ends, a lot of threats. and he does have a 51.3 passer rating against him. I will say that that's pretty good. I mean, I'm not gonna say that it's not, and I'm not saying that Jimmy Ward is a bum in any kind of way. But if we're talking about overall game, Jimmy Ward might be number 11, might be number 12, might be number 13. But as far as overall goes, if we're putting all the stats together, you know, of course, Jimmy is going to have some other safeties beat in other areas like tackling, you know what I'm saying? Um, but the main thing, like the criteria that I like to, in my personal opinion, like to look for in a safety is tackling is definitely one of them. And Jimmy definitely, hands down, got the tackling ability. We can both agree, can't we, Twan?
Yeah, very sure tackler.
Okay. So that's one part one of the criteria that I look for in safety. Part two is coverage. And it don't matter what scheme you're playing in, like you have to be good at the coverage. Coverage aspect, that list says that Jimmy Ward is number 4. There's other lists that name numerous other safeties before Jimmy. And Jimmy does play in the box and he does play traditional. So I just want to point that out. I'm not trying to use this example to say that Jimmy is a one trick pony, because that's a motherfucking lie. Like, Jimmy Ward moves around too. He plays in the box as well as tradition. They even had him playing out the slot early on in his career, even though they kind of got away from that a little bit more. But Jimmy turned out to be a hell of a player. So his coverage ability is there, but the other stats pretty much tell a different story as far as the coverage, the consistency in coverage, the fact that, like I said, I'm not even going to bring interceptions into this, but one of the arguments that my dog had for me is that how can you get interceptions when they don't throw the ball toward you? And my argument was they're not gonna never throw the ball towards them. Like, that's why they're called takeaways. Like, interceptions, like you have to take a chance to try to get that turnover. And the way Jimmy just set up, like, in my opinion, he just not that chance taker. So I'm not gonna knock him because he relies on his technique. And if he takes a chance, he's gonna get fucking cooked. Point blank, period. So I'm not knocking Jimmy on the fact that he only got 3 interceptions. So that's why I said, let's take interceptions out of this and let's take a look at what actually makes him a hell, like all of the idiosyncrasies in his game that makes him a hell of a player. Tackling, coverage. His coverage is there. I would say that Jimmy is either number 10 or right outside, in my opinion. I don't, like I said, I don't have the stats I can run to read off the 10 other players. Like, I wish I had the share screen to do that. That way we can go in depth. But just from what I've seen and what me and my man's talked about, like, this is a subject that we're gonna dive deeper into once the season start and once these stats start stacking up. You understand what I'm saying? Because last year's stats don't mean nothing when September gets here and this new season start. This new season start, we're gonna actually start tracking the stats from this season, and then we're gonna have a different argument for when we bring this subject back up after the season to see if Jimmy is in fact a top 3 to 5 safety, like my dog Twan says he is. Which, in my honest opinion, I don't think he will be. I think he's gonna be damn good, but I don't think he's gonna be top 3 or 5 in the league. But, like, we're gonna see. And that's gonna be something exciting to look for, because Jimmy is kind of a dog. He does a lot of the dirty work really, really well. And I'm commending his play. But in my opinion, that man, it's 10 other people that's better than him in coverage. maybe not better tacklers, but consistency and completion percentage and passer rating, interceptions combined with tackling, then that's where I say Jimmy Ward is in 11, 12, 13, 14. Like he's just not better than 10 other safeties that has proven time in and time like they can take the ball away. Quarterbacks don't throw towards them. When they do, then they make them pay. And it's just a part of somebody's game if they want to take that chance or if they're going to rely on their technique. But at the end of the day, we gonna see, man. Like I don't think he's gonna be top 10. My man's think he's gonna be top 3 to 5. We gonna revisit this conversation and this topic after the season. Do you have anything else to comment on this further, my man?
Don't believe him. Just watch, man.
Okay.
Jimmy Ward's coming.
Okay. Now, with that being said, I think I might head to Vegas and put some money on this because I'm feeling real confident, like extremely confident. I'm off. By the way, I'm off of Jimmy. I'm not talking about Jimmy no more. We transition into the Chicago Bears, baby, and I kind of got something I want to get off my chest. Why? I have a problem with the disrespect that my Chicago Bears has been getting lately. What do you mean by that, Worm? Well, what I mean by that is, and a lot of mugs is gonna read into this. I'm gonna use this Madden example because I want to be crystalline clear. You understand what I'm saying? Like I want to be extremely clear. Okay, I love Madden. I've always been a Madden player. I'm gonna create a Twitch here pretty soon so I can challenge everybody in the world on football, y'all. But that's beside the point. But the thing that I'm trying to say is, huh?
You can't ain't with me.
Whatever, you know you lying. But anyway, the thing that I'm trying to say is Madden. I'm using Madden as an example. Madden 3 has been extremely disrespectful to players. I'm gonna just say that straight up. I'm really disrespectful to my man Darnell Mooney. Why do you say that Darnell Mooney is being disrespected? I'm saying that this man's being disrespected because they gave this man a rating of 79. 79. He's over 1,000-yard receiver. He was the 19th rated receiver last year, from what I can understand. That means that it was only 18 other receivers better than him. He had a better. Oh, get this. Terry McLaurin had like 70 something receptions. Darnell Mooney had 81. Terry McLaurin had 1,053 yards. Darnell Mooney had 1,055. Terry McLaurin had, 3 touchdowns? Darnell had 5. How is Terry McLaurin rated 91 overall, 91, and Darnell Mooney is rated 79? That has me baffled, okay? And that just goes to show the disrespect that this kid has been egregiously receiving. Like, okay, I have other points that I want to make. The man is severely disrespected, okay? This man is going to be a top 10 to 15 wide receiver this upcoming season for several reasons. Okay, the first reason is his rookie year, he came in, broke some rookie receiving records for the Chicago Bears. I think he had like 613 yards receiving, like 2 touchdowns or something like that. This year, he's made an exponential jump. Like, it's crazy the growth that you see with an inconsistent offense with inconsistent quarterback play. Now, let me bring another example to y'all. Y'all remember my man, D-Hop? Everybody know D-Hop. If you an NFL fan, you know who D-Hop is, point blank, period. The argument that was made from experts and everybody around the community is that D-Hop was consistent and produced no matter who was at quarterback, mediocre or bad. He still produced. Okay? They use that as an example of why D-Hop is elite and why he was the number one receiver in the league during that time. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to say Darnell is a number one receiver in the league by any means, but I'm saying this was being measured to define his greatness, right? That's the only time I've heard of any receiver getting love from inconsistent quarterback play and still producing. Now you have Darnell Mooney. The same exact thing, except for he had a very inconsistent offense since he came into the NFL. Very inconsistent. With Matt Nagy's system, trash. Extra trash juice, hefty, garbage. You know what I'm saying? Very inconsistent offense. Didn't have inconsistent quarterback play. Now, this goes back into the D-Hop conversation. D-Hop had like 7 or 8 different quarterbacks that he got 1,000 yards or more in numerous tutties. Numerous. Okay? In one season, Darnell Mooney had 3. Okay? He had Andy Dalton, which is low tier of mediocre to garbage. Nick Foles, which is mediocre. He a Super Bowl MVP and he balled his nuts off that game. I cannot take that away from that man. I cannot.
I'm about to say that.
I cannot take that away from that man. But in this offense that works for nobody, that man was hefty. You understand what I'm saying? When I say hefty, he was trash. I'm sorry. Justin Fields was a rookie coming in. He was learning the speed of the game, the NFL in general. He was learning, okay? All 3 of these quarterbacks was throwing the ball to Darnell Mooney. All 3 of them was. And guess what? Darnell Mooney produced. He produced like a son of a bitch. He got over 1,000 yards and 5 touchdowns when he should have 8 or 9 touchdowns and 13 or 1,400 yards receiving if he had consistent quarterback play. But with the new system, the new head coach, the new offensive coordinator that we bringing in, you're going to see Justin Fields' game exponentially grow. And because his game is going to grow, you're going to see Darnell Mooney getting the respect that he deserved. Because this man has been consistently cooking number 1 cornerbacks, and Muggs is not even looking his way to throw the ball to him. Either A, because they scared in the pocket of seeing ghosts because our offensive line has been horrid. I had to hit you with the triple take like Dr. Umar. Like, that's how bad this line was. Like, there's numerous reasons why this offense was trash. The system that we just got rid of was numerous reasons why it was trash. No rhythm. Just calling plays like you're calling plays in Madden, not setting plays up to set the next play up. You're just calling plays random. That's never going to work in the NFL, okay, first and foremost. Second of all, the man is simply consistent. Quietly consistent. Ain't nobody's talking about how consistent Darnell Mooney is. He established you know how hard it is for one receiver to establish a quarterback to establish a connection with one quarterback, let alone 3. Darnell Mooney established a connection with 3 quarterbacks and was successful enough to stay consistent and produce for an offense that was trash, and ain't nobody giving that man no kind of respect for producing. For crying out loud, the man bought a jugs machine after he was drafted. The only thing he bought with his money is a jugs machine. And he got busy before anybody else did. And training camp came around, the rookie looked like a vet. Like, get a man his respect. Like, he like, it's crazy that he's being this overlooked because we played in a garbage offense, but look at his production year to year since he came into the league. All you gonna see is a big ass jump. That's all you gonna see next year is a big jump. It might be in receptions, it might be in yards, it damn sure might be in touchdowns, but you're gonna see a jump from last year, point blank period, man. Like
what's your prediction for his touchdowns and yardage this season?
So for Mooney, since in this offense, first year, wide zone, Luke Getsy scheme, we're gonna be run heavy, but that's going to open the play. And it definitely depends on how comfortable Justin feels. But I think they're going to end up opening the playbook. We're still going to be a pretty run-heavy team. We're going to be run-oriented, wide zone. But I feel like we're going to open the playbook. And I feel like we're going to get several connections down the field. So I'm going to say Darnell Mooney is going to get 1,200 yards receiving. He's going to get 8 touchdowns, 92 receptions. That's my prediction for Mooney's stat line.
1,200. What was the touchdowns again?
8 touchdowns, 1,200 yards receiving, and 92 receptions. That's my prediction.
Specificer than a mother, but
yeah, specific. Like that's my prediction, and we're gonna revisit this at the end of the year to see where we came at again.
Yeah. Timestamp this.
You said what now?
I said timestamp this to make sure.
Oh yeah, please timestamp it. That ain't got. But hey, that's fine with me. Timestamp it, take a picture, write it down. You already know the rest. You already know. But that's pretty much my argument for why Darnell Mooney is severely underrated. And I kind of got a little bit to add about Justin Fields because there's a lot of scrutiny that says that this team is going to be have the number 1 pick in the draft. And I cannot express to you from the bottom of my heart and soul how wrong you people are. Like, it's incredible how analysts that get paid to do a specific brand of work refuse to turn on tape and back their claims. Everyone makes a blanket statement on ESPN, Fox. It don't matter. Nowadays, the media, and let me explain what I mean by the media doesn't do the work, okay? When I said the scheme was trash, didn't have rhythm, wasn't no rhyme or reason in the play calling, that is a very, very important thing, okay? Because a scheme coming in that sets every play up, that helps the quarterback, that helps the lineman and the running back and the receivers, everybody works as one. Everybody's helping everybody. That means that it's not pressure on one player. You understand what I'm saying? So that means that there's a hell of a chance that these guys are gonna kick some ass on the low. There's no big names. There's all athletic rookies that we got that played in the system in one form or the other, and that's gonna compete their ass off. And the hungriest player is gonna get that chance, and they're gonna produce for us. They're not gonna have a big name, of course not. But y'all gonna be severely mistaken thinking that we're gonna have the number 1 pick of the draft. That is absolutely asinine. Absolutely asinine. I can't even believe you fools came on TV saying that, man. Like, and then let's think about this. This is another thing to think about. Anybody that can't stop a running game, like they know that you're gonna run the ball and they still can't stop you. That's what we are. The team noticed what they had in David Montgomery, which is gonna be a top 10 running back this year. I think I might have said that maybe once or twice in a couple of videos that we made before, but like there's two and Khalil Herbert, he ain't nobody to sneeze on either, bro. When Monty went down, that man came in and picked Monty footsteps right on up. So it's like we got a system designed for a two-headed back game that both of these kids are extremely talented. Not only that, you got a pass catcher coming out the backfield that can line up and slot. You could probably line him up out there at flanker. Like you got a explosive rookie in Velus Jones. Like it's so many different factors that say that this team is going to be 3 to 4 wins better than they were last year. Guess how many wins they had last year with this trash ass offense we was running? 6 wins, bro. If we can get 6 wins off of this bullshit that we ran, well, that we call offense, imagine what we're gonna have with a competent system, a competent running game, competent play call. Point blank, period, man. Like Bears is gonna be 8 to 10 wins, like I said. Bears is gonna make the playoffs, like I said. Like they might not make it far in the playoffs because that's a super young team that's not experienced, but they're gonna make the playoffs nevertheless. And that's what I had to say. I had to say that. I had to. Did you have anything you want to add?
What's your series against the Vikings?
Series against the Vikings? I think we might split with the Vikings, bro. I think we might win one and get one loss against us. But both games is gonna be pretty close because you know they division opponents. You know what I'm saying? They know each other pretty well, but not as far as you know the offense or defense that's being ran, but it's just a rivalry that we've been a part of for years and years now. So I mean, they're just gonna play as hard as they can against each other. But the Vikings got a hell of an offense. I can't stand Kirk Cousins' punk ass, but you know the kid is a solid quarterback. I can't call him no kid. Believe it or not, fun fact, we played against him and we kicked his ass. But I just want
That's
to
true.
point that out. I just want to point that out real quick. I got a sack and a half on him. You know what I'm saying? Just want to put that out there. But so I guess there's some kind of bias against Kirk Cousins, but like I said, I gave the man his flowers. The kid's solid. He got 2 monsters he throwing the ball to. He got another monster running the ball, but he can't seem to stay healthy. Let's see if he can stay healthy this year. If Dalvin Cook can stay healthy this year, then they might actually surprise few teams themselves. They got a new coach, new offense coming in that's gonna let Kirk Cousins open it up, sling that joint around. So I think it's gonna be split. It's gonna be 1-1. We're gonna be 1-1 against the Vikings.
What about the rest of the division? But we only got 9.5 minutes.
Okay, so Vikings, I say we're gonna be split. We're gonna beat the shit out of the Lions both games. I'm not like even about to waste my time on that. Green Bay, I honestly believe we have such a hatred for these guys since Aaron Rodgers came in our house and told motherfuckers that he owned us. And this head football coach that we got, it's the first thing that this motherfucker brought up. And please believe that if what's the name of that scandal that players was head hunting and hurt motherfuckers and getting paid for it? You
Oh
remember
yeah,
when the
with the
New Orleans
Saints.
Saints?
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's something like that going on.
Bounty Gate.
Bounty Gate. I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure it's something like that going on the low because ain't no quarterback about to come into Chicago and say no goofy ass shit like that. Because why in
shit.
the fuck would you do that?
Fam
Like
might get a
you're gonna.
10-day contract for taking them out.
This a hot take, and I'm gonna keep it funky. We going 2-0 against the bitch ass motherfuckers this year, man. That nigga don't own shit but that ugly ass tattoo he got on his fucking arm, bro. And I'm talking about motherfucking Aaron Rodgers. We gonna finally put that pussy in his
None of
motherfucking
that.
place. I can't stand this bitch ass. He ain't got no motherfucking. He got one ring, and he keep going to the playoffs, getting his motherfucking ass whooped. He ain't man. Stop. Look,
Jimmy
listen to
G
me.
just beat him.
You said Jimmy G just beat him, right? Yeah.
That was
Jimmy
our
G.
first
Yeah.
round.
Yeah. Jimmy G beat him. Yeah, you right. Yeah. Yeah. That's real.
I picked Jimmy G up.
I ain't gonna forget that. But check this out though. No, we're not. First and foremost. Second of all, Aaron Rodgers is gonna get beat twice this year. We're gonna split against the Vikings. We're going 2-0 against the motherfucking Lions. We're going 2-0 against the motherfucking Green Bay Packers. Let's motherfucking go. We have every incentive in the world to play these boys like every game is a playoff game. Because he came into the crib talking about he owns us, bro. Like what? Like, nah, that's not gonna slide. If you think that's not bulletin board material, if you think we not trying to get to week 3 or whatever week we play them fools, bro, and we put our foot in their ass, bro, the next game is gonna be. It might be another hard fought game, but we trying to put them motherfuckers. We trying to show them motherfuckers. It's a whole nother team with some young motherfucking monsters on this team that's gonna get recognition quick because Aaron Rodgers, motherfucking BFF, play for the motherfucking Las Vegas Raiders now. Okay, who the fuck he throwing the ball to? Christian Watson, the nigga that can only run a drag and a slant or a go route, the one that ain't got that his route tree ain't even refined. Oh, you mean Sammy Watkins, the nigga that can't play a full season, that went team to team, that can't become a consistent number one receiver to save anybody's life? Or you mean Allen Lazard, the guy that dropped 3 bombs last year, 2 on the Bears while he was playing us? Or hold on, what about that kid, Amani Rogers? The only weapon the only thing that he can really give you is anything out of the slot, and we're gonna shut all of that slot shit down this year because our secondary is tremendous, baby. We fixed that in the draft. That was a weakness last year, and you motherfuckers is gonna see what the fuck I'm talking about. Now y'all gonna see 8 to 10 wins, and when y'all see 8 to 10 wins, I want you bitch ass motherfuckers to shut the fuck up on ESPN, shut the fuck up on Fox, and all you motherfuckers is gonna apologize to the Chicago Bears, man. Fuck is y'all thinking, man? Talking about some number 1 pick in the draft. Fuck out of here. You motherfuckers don't know football, or you're lazy than a motherfucker. Pick
Talk
one.
Your shit, Worm. Talk your shit.
I'm dead ass, man. I'm sick of hearing this shit, bro. These motherfuckers talking about, oh, Justin Fields got some things to clean up next year. And motherfucker, he got a whole nother offense that he learning. These people, both of these fucking coaches just keep coming on TV telling you motherfuckers, hey, this kid is special, man. This kid is a very hard worker, and he is the best athlete on the fucking field. Okay? If you think that this man is not about to do fucking numbers, you talking about weapons? You motherfuckers is talking about weapons with names, man. You act like we ain't got no fucking weapons, bro. Byron Pringle, Velus Jones, these motherfuckers is about to produce, bro. If you think they're not about to produce, you guys are crazy. You guys are absolutely nuts, man. That's insane for anybody to even come on national TV to say any of this without any kind of backup, no kind of evidence to say that we're trash. Only thing that anybody can say is that we don't have, Justin Fields don't have any weapons because there's no big name receivers. He needs a big name receiver. Even though Justin Fields can put the ball on a string at 70 yards, hit any window, hit anywhere on the field, goddamn near the best touch in the damn league. Next Gen Stats says that this man damn near is the best quarterback in the league, throwing a deep ball with accuracy. Listen to me. Let me calm down because my blood pressure going up. Now, I ain't got hypertension or nothing, but I feel myself a little hot. You know what I'm saying? I just get pissed off when people don't put the work in that they get paid to do. You're an analyst. Analyze the fucking football team and put the correct fucking analyst on TV for the people out there, man. Instead of just taking somebody's opinion and running with it. That's lazy as fuck, man. Do some work, man. I love football, so I'm gonna do the work. I break down tape for you, explaining what reasons I have behind why this team is gonna win. I will put legitimate tape up and break down any running play, any passing play, break down the line, break down the quarterback's technique, his throwing motion. I do the route tree, what the receiver is gonna do, what he's seeing on defense. Like I will give it all to you straight raw, like straight up. I'm not no lazy analyst, man. I love the game too much to be lazy like that, man. So do me a favor, bear the fuck down, man. That's all I gotta say.
Tell them, man. Power Ride Podcast. Follow, like, subscribe. We out here, man. Y'all see us.
Another day.